Hey bananas, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video might seem random and out of place. This is not really what I was talking about when I said there might be an out of place video. This video is out of place because I did not plan the dates very well. So my 10-year anniversary of being clean from self-harm was actually on the 28th of April. The day after, a video could have gone up about it. Why I didn't do that, it didn't even occur to me until the day of that I was like, oh, so it's coming out a week later, which is okay. But I've been planning this since, I think like last year. I've been wanting to do a video for this. So here we go. As you read by the title, we are doing 10 things I wish I knew about mental health in general within the last 10 years, or 10 things I wish I would have known 10 years ago. If you didn't know, I used to self-harm. There was a disclaimer at the very beginning of the video about the topics discussed, so I'm not going to go over it again. But when I was 17, when I was 17, I made the decision to stop doing that and to better my mental health. And here we are 10 years later. Wow, that is wild. As a teenager who really genuinely thought that I wasn't going to make it past 18, I'm winging it right now. However, here we are. I'm filming on my camera because I have everything written on my phone, and we're just going to jump right into it. So the first thing that I wish 17-year-old me knew was that progress is not linear. If you see the memes on social media, shouldn't even say memes because they're not memes, but like if you see the posts on social media, it's like progress is not linear. It's literally like a process. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. There are some days where it could just be straight, I don't want to say nothingness, but just straight progress. And it's not going to be a linear type of thing. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. I wish I knew that. So that's something I still need to remind myself at 27. Number 2, working on yourself is a never-ending process. I don't care who you are, there is always room for improvement to make yourself a better person. You are never done improving. Like I said, I don't care who you are. Even Ariana Grande, my queen, my idol. She could improve in some way, shape, or form. Absolutely. Everyone can improve. Everyone should improve. You should always be improving to be your best self. And I try to improve myself to be my best self just about every single day. Do what works for you. I have tried so many different things over the last 10 years to like help make me feel better. And I have found that working out or going on walks like outside help me. Journaling sometimes helps me. It doesn't help all the time. So that's an occasional thing. Venting to my boyfriend, venting to my friends. Sometimes just venting and getting it out is really helpful for me. But things that work for me aren't going to work for you. Or things that work for you aren't going to work for me. Do what works for you. And you know it works. Not everyone's a journaling queen, you know? Number 4, it's a bad day, not a bad life. I had to remind myself, even before I even started, I guess, my mental health journey, even before I chose to stop self-harming, I really was convinced that I just had a really bad life. And as I got older, and I've seen it on social media, this was also another one of those pictures that's on social media. It's a bad day, not a bad life. I do fully believe that, because just because today might have been a bad day doesn't mean tomorrow's going to be a bad day. I'm not saying today was a bad day. Today, during filming on Tuesday, today was fine. It was decent. You know, it was good. Just because today is a bad day doesn't mean tomorrow's going to be a bad day. It doesn't mean it's a bad life. And it kind of also goes into a little bit like what you put out, you get back. So if you're putting out like, oh my gosh, like my life sucks, like, oh, today was so bad, like tomorrow's gonna be bad. Like, yeah, you're going to eventually manifest that. It's going to happen. So think about what you say. Your words have weight to them. Oh, I wish I could find like $10,000. Wow. Number 5, there are people who want to support you. I'm going to be honest with you. Even at the age of 27, 10 years later, I still sometimes feel alone. And if you're one of my close friends, please don't be offended. If you're a family member, please don't be offended. It's just sometimes I feel that way. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. But I'm also not going to invalidate myself either. I know I'm not alone. I know that there are people who want to support me. I know that there are people who want to help me, who want to hear me. Sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes I want to be alone. Sometimes I want to be alone, but I don't want to feel alone, which is very, very different. If I want to be alone, that's one thing. But I don't want to feel alone. Feeling alone and physically being alone are two different feelings, two different things. I cannot stand feeling alone. I'm going to be honest with you. Even at my big age, I can't stand it. If I feel alone, I'm going to start to withdraw. Even though it's probably not the best thing to do. But again, we're always improving. Number 6, setbacks can happen. It's okay. I personally have never relapsed or had a major setback since quitting. However, that doesn't mean that I didn't have minor setbacks. I did have minor setbacks. There was a brief time, I would say between, 2018, 2019, all the way up until I would say 2022, where my mental health was just straight up terrible. My mental health was so bad. Just over the last couple of years has it been way better than it's been. Believe it or not, right now my mental health is probably the best it's been since before I even fully understood what trauma was. I was just a kid living their best life, But setbacks are going to happen, and that's okay. If they happen, they happen. Even if you relapse, it's okay to start over. And for a lot of people, it's not even starting over. It's just oops, and then you just keep going. It's okay. Things happen. It's okay. You have a support system. And if you don't have a support system, join the banana bunch. We got you. I got you. 7, you do not have to settle. And what I mean by that is you do not really have to settle at all in anywhere in life, not just in mental health, but you don't have to settle in friendships. You don't have to settle with a significant other. You don't even have to settle with your family. You don't have to settle with your career. You don't have to settle for anything, especially something that does not serve you. Everybody deserves what their passion is, what their dream life is. Unless they cause harm to others, and they don't deserve that. But if you have good intentions, you deserve all the goodness in the world. But, for example, I didn't settle when my mental health was at its worst. But I'm also not just going to settle for, I feel fine. No, I'm going to, keep doing what I'm doing so I can achieve even better results. Don't settle for anything, especially when it comes to your mental health. Don't settle. Number 8, you have a support system. This one goes back to which one? This one goes back to number 5. 5 and 8 kind of coincide. I don't know why I didn't put those together, but that's okay. You have a support system. Even if it's just yourself, you really are your own best friend. But if you, like I said, if you don't have a support system, you have me, you have all of our bananners, we are your support system. But again, there are times I feel alone, but I know I'm not alone. I know that if I picked up my phone and texted one of my friends or texted my boyfriend, they would text me back and be like, you're literally not alone. Your brain is lying to you. You're literally not alone. I'm here. So, you have a support system. Whether you think so or not, there's at least one person in your life that you have. Number 9, feel the negative emotions too. There's this whole thing right now regarding toxic positivity. I don't do that. You need to feel the negative emotions too. You need to feel them, you need to process them, and you need to let them go. The letting go part is something I am still personally working with for some things, but you do need to feel the big emotions that are negative too. You can't just be happy all the time. You know, you're going to be sad. You're going to be mad. You're going to be upset. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to feel depressed. Feel it. But then move on from it. Those positive emotions, hold on to those. Don't let those go so quick. And last but not least, number 10, your brain is lying to you. Every single time you have a negative thought, intrusive thought, impulsive thought, anxiety-related thought, depression-related thought, self-harm-related thought, any of those negative thoughts, your brain is lying to you. Absolutely. My brain lies to me. And every now and then, I have to say to myself, like, no, like, you're literally lying. And, like, my boyfriend, I'll say, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I just feel like X, Y, and Z. And he'll literally say, he's like, your brain is lying to you. And I'm like, oh, you might be right. Okay. Knowing that the thoughts that you're having are not true has been very, very helpful, especially in my, I don't want to say mid to late 20s because I'm only 27, but, like, especially in my mid 20s, I will say. Knowing that my brain is lying to me has really helped me kind of discern between what is actually happening and what my brain is making up. It's been very, very helpful for me personally. So if you can, you know, kind of decipher, oh, my brain is lying to me, this isn't true, I can most likely guarantee you're gonna already start to feel better. But I am going to leave it at that. I feel this is obviously a very heavy topic, so I'm not going to bombard you with too much. But I am going to leave it at that. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Become a banana today. Join the Banana Bunch. We'd love to have you. We're on the road to 250, and again, you have a support system here. If you want to know what I'm going to be up to, all my social media will be listed down below like always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!